My name is Travis, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Jimi Hendrix style rhythm guitar all over the neck in all 5 shapes of the cage system. If you don't know the cage system, I recommend you check out my video on it, but even if you don't understand it, you'll still be able to pick out a few licks because you probably know one bar chord shape, maybe 2, right? You probably know this form of A and this form of A, and we're going to learn licks in each of those shapes. First things first, he does all of these licks in 3 ways, and I'm going to demonstrate right now. A very simple lick that he uses is over this A major chord, he'll go like this. But he might also go, or he might also go. That time I picked all the notes. So those 3 variations can be applied to all the licks we're going to do. But one more time, that's just hammering on with my ring finger and taking it off. And then we have this kind of a triplet thing. And then we have picking everything with downstrokes. So as I play other licks, like it's mixing and matching those, which kind of give you that signature sound, and you can take his ideas and make them in your own style by mixing those 3 varieties. So keep that in mind. The other thing that's essential is that you only play 2 strings. It's the string that you're applying your hammer to, and the string directly above it. So if I'm doing this lick on the B string, I want to include the high E string and only those 2 notes. Which is why I only use my pointer finger to make a bar. I don't want to bar all the strings because then I run the risk of like hitting strings I don't want. So, and then if I go to here, my pointer finger, I don't know if you can tell, but nothing else, my pointer finger is only muting these 2 strings, the 2nd and 3rd strings. So my pointer finger traces that ring finger around. So let's take this first lick in the E shape of A major, and it goes like this. And you can combine that with this position. Where am I getting these notes from? They're just the notes of A major pentatonic. So in each of the shapes of the cage system, you should be pretty comfortable with the pentatonic notes, right? And you can end that with an A major chord, a little fraction. He always does that, right? He'll play a piece of a chord, like a note, and then a fraction of a chord, and then a lick in some amalgamation. He might go, right? Note, chord, and lick. Right? It's kind of predictable. That's how it's all put together. So in this shape of A, we got this lick, we got this. And here's one where we're going to use a note that's not in pentatonic, it's the 4th, but he does this all the time, right? You're hammering on to the 7th fret of the G string. Okay, now let's do the G shape. This one's awesome. This one has a bunch of good stuff. So, see how I mixed up this lick one way and then I busted out the other way, the all downstroke thing. Bow, 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 bow. That's the idea. All right, next let's play the C shape. So we're still got an A and we're playing the C shape. This shape is fun. So we just got 2 options here. I love that shape. This one kind of stinks. The A shape's got like a couple things. You can do this. He does this a lot. So you notice there I did the hammer-on thing, the triplet thing. And also, if you know your triads, that's going to be really handy because you know he leans on these triads everywhere. They're really, really useful. So that's the A shape. You can also go like this. And that leaves only one shape. We have the D shape. This shape kind of stinks in a sense, but it's got some cool stuff. It's got this lick. So we have. Not sure if you're seeing this, but this is a D. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the 3rd down there in the bass. And that makes me want to resolve, right, to my root. So the real fun is now connecting up all the shapes, and it's just got a fun geometry to it. I I used some thirds there. I mixed in some sixths, but it's all good to go. What about minor chords? You can apply all this stuff to minor. So all of these licks were totally cool for F sharp minor. Now I don't normally like flipping up the major and minor pentatonic. People can get confused, but all of the licks we played work for F sharp minor pentatonic. So imagine the G shape of A, it works for F sharp minor pentatonic. All you have to add to the mix is an F sharp minor chord, an F sharp minor triad, you know? So you would start with that single note thing. It would be an F sharp, piece of a chord, and then the Hendrix lick. So over here, F sharp. So over here, instead of it being A major and this, it's now F sharp, so I'm leaning on that. So instead of, I'm just going. So you can make that conversion yourself, and now you just learned all of the minor shapes, all of the minor pentatonic shapes with Hendrix licks. So you have a whole bag of tricks you can use. If you got value from this video, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification.